Gonzalez, and I'm here with the Ubyssey for your Student Guide to Imagine Day. First, let's talk with the Ubyssey team and see what we're all about. Hi there, guys. Would you mind just saying your name, pronouns, and what you do with the Ubyssey?
Hi, my name is Stephen Kosar, my pronouns are he, him, and I am the news editor here at the Ubyssey.
I'm Elena Massing, I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the features editor.
And tell us a little bit about the Ubyssey and what you guys do.
Well, the Ubyssey is UBC's student newspaper. We've been operating for just over a century now, and we write about everything that matters to students on campus.
Yeah, I mean, if people want to get involved, everyone is welcome, regardless of experience. One of the big things we emphasize is educating people on how to do journalism, as well as be a knowledgeable news consumer. We have our contributing journalist program, which is for people with very minimal experience or no experience at all. They join us for 4 months. We do training. They get to write pieces or do photography or illustrate or whatever it is they're interested in.
Right.
So,
how does one get involved with that?
if you go to our website, in the top panel there's the word join, and you click on it and it'll take you to the page.
Awesome. And last question, how has joining the club impacted your student journey or how do you find the community?
Well, I found it's a great way to join a really strong community. People in the UBC office and the people around the UBC community as well are really quite nice and very inquisitive and very curious people about the world. And I really appreciate being able to talk to so many different people in the UBC offices and in the UBC community about things that matter to them and that they're passionate about. And I think that's what's really important to me.
Totally. Anything from you?
Yeah, I mean, I've met all of my closest friends at the UBC. There's so many great people here. And just from covering events and going out and seeing things, I've met so many great people as well. And figured out that I actually do want to do journalism, even
there
though
you go.
Not something I necessarily wanted to do before. So you might figure out something that you didn't know about yourself. So.
All right, well, thank you guys very much. Enjoy Imagine Day. Hi there. Can you guys please say your name, your pronouns, and your year level and what you study, if it's not obvious?
My name's Jacob. My pronouns are he, him. My year is second, and I study civil engineering.
Hey, my name's Owen. I am a second-year integrated engineering student, and my pronouns are he, him.
Cool. Are you guys part of any clubs or excited to join any club?
I wasn't part of any clubs in first year, but I kind of pretty much on the weekends I just go climbing and go hiking, and so I could have joined a club or two. I just didn't because I didn't know what it would hold. And this year I might join the badminton club and also the outdoor club, and I might also join a design team depending on what the homework load looks like.
Right, I was not part of any design teams in first year. However, I was part of the UBC B-Birds Junior Varsity Ultimate program, so that was a lot of fun. Got to go down to the US and play in some tournaments in California and Washington, which, was a little busy in terms of first year engineering and balancing all my coursework, but definitely a hell of a fun time.
Yeah. Advice for first years, I don't know, you can study in the CAF and then eat tons of food. I definitely got nice and fat just studying. That's a nice place to study, I'd say, if you're okay with the noise. The beaches are nice. Go down to the beach, go outside, and I don't know, have friends, do stuff.
I was going to say, you can study for a certain amount of time, but take time for yourself. I probably spent too much time just locked in one of the house lounges studying. Go outside, have fun, actually do things that aren't studying and try and live a little bit at university. I know it can seem hard, but there'll always be time for you to try and fit that in somewhere.
Okay, hi there, guys. Would you mind each introducing your name and your pronouns and what you do with the Varsity Outdoor Club?
Hi, I'm Irene. I go by she, her, and I'm just a member.
I'm Lucas. I go by he, him, and I'm the president of the Varsity Outdoor Club.
Hi, I'm Sunny. I go by she, her, and I'm the EDI coordinator.
Lovely. And tell us a little bit about the Varsity Outdoor Club and what you guys do.
Okay, the Varsity Outdoor Club. Our ethos, essentially, we like the outdoors. We like self-propelled adventures in the outdoors, and we like bonding over these kind of adventures. So anything that's self-propelled outside, whether that's hiking, rock climbing, mountaineering, skiing, paddling, unicycling, I don't know, all that. Like, there's probably been a trip about it on our trip agenda. We kind of have 3 pillars that we operate off of. One is trips, one is huts, and one is gear. Our trips, we have a trip agenda on our website where we post trips. Any member can post a trip. If they want to do something, they can find other adventure buddies to do it. Our huts, we operate and maintain 4 backcountry huts in the sea to sky, so 2 near Squamish, 2 near Pemberton, and members of the VOC can use those huts for free. And gear, we have free gear rentals. So if you need gear to do something, whether that's climbing, mountaineering, I don't know, whatever, like most gear we rent for free. So all you have to do is pay a deposit, return your gear in a timely manner in good condition. You get your deposit back. We ask that you do 3 of those before you do what we call a work hike. That's just a way to give back to the club. So that can be anything from maintaining our huts, or it can be organizing gear in the club room, or like being a person talking to people at Imagine Day. That all counts as a work hike.
That's why I'm here.
Nice. How long are trips normally?
I can answer that one. It's quite a range. We have a lot of day trips that we do, so it's like you leave in the morning, head up maybe to the Sea to Sky or out to Chilliwack, do a hike and come back the same day. We also have overnights, so those are a bit more lengthy. Those can be either at a hut or just in the backcountry camping somewhere. A lot during the weekends. During the...
A few moments later.
Camping?
One second.
Yeah, no worries. And then we also have multi-day trips, so especially over the summer, sometimes week-longs, even more than week-longs we'll do. And during the school year, during breaks and stuff like that, we'll do more extensive trips too. So it's basically whatever you have time for, whatever fits into your schedule, you'll sign up for that kind of trip, and then go there.
And how does someone sign up?
Okay, so we have a website. If you look up UBC VOC, it's going to be the first results. Okay. On there, you'll see a sign-up page with a list of trips. There's like hundreds of trips posted. I don't know the exact count, but it's very, very high. Currently, we have like 4 trips posted for this weekend, ranging in difficulty. We have a very easy trip, for instance, up to just like St. Mark's on Saturday, and then we have more complicated ones. There's an overnight trip that's riding the HS, how it sounds, Crest Trail. That trip. But that's where people sign up. So if you're a member, you can sign up to trips. There's a sign up button, and then usually what happens is that before the trip, there's going to be like a pre-trip where people go over the logistics of the trip, what gear you need to bring, what difficulties expected. Is there going to be climbing? Is there going to be scrambling? How long is the trip going to be? That's all covered there. And then usually people carpool to trips. So there's be like a car sheet provided where people sign up to a specific car, and that's how trips go.
Okay, well, thank you guys very much. Enjoy Imagine Day. Okay, so hi there. Would you mind saying your name and pronouns?
I'm Julia. Pronouns are she, they.
And what year are you in? What are you studying?
I'm going into a 4th year and I'm studying Forest Sciences.
And have you been to Imagine Days before, or is this your first one?
I've been to them before, yeah.
Okay, great. And what clubs are you part of? Are you interested in joining any?
I'm part of Women's Health Project. I'm an exec for the education team, and then I'm in ski and board too.
Do you have any advice for people going around Imagine Day or talking to clubs?
Advice? I don't really know.
As a 4th year, or for the school year in general?
Talk to clubs, I guess. Follow them on Instagram and actually go to the meetings or the events that they have. And be consistent with it, because it's really easy to join a bunch of clubs at the beginning and then just not go, but be consistent with it.
Totally. Well, thanks. That's basically it. Okay, would you guys mind starting with your name and pronoun and what you do for the Photoshop?
My name is Lucy. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the creative director of our Raw Files magazine.
My name is Shauna. I use she, her pronouns as well, and I'm the president of UBC Photosoc.
What do you guys do? What does the club do? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
UBC Photosoc is a community of photographers and creatives. We host many events like photo walks. We have a studio that people can use. We have a dark room that people can use, which is very exciting. We also have Raw Files magazine, which is a photography magazine that people from the UBC community can come, submit their photos, submit their work and articles. And then Lucy here is the creative designer of that. And you want to talk about Raw Files magazine a little bit?
Raw Files Magazine is our photographic society's publication that we do annually. So our members are welcome to come submit their photos and their written statements and get published in a physical publication. It's really exciting.
Awesome. Thank you guys very much. We'll let you get on with it.
My name is Yash, pronouns he, him, and I'm studying computer science and stats.
Cool. Anyone else want to go?
My name is Nikhil. I'm biochemistry, second year student.
Cool. One more person.
My name's Noah. I go by he, him, and I'm studying math and CS.
Great. And are you guys part of any clubs or interested in joining any clubs?
For sure, I think this year there's like a lot of cool clubs, and we definitely want to get involved much more than we did last year. We're all second year students, and I think some of us were involved a bit, and I think just to continue upon that and join some more clubs, yeah.
Perfect.
Me and Miles, we promised each other that we would join the cheerleading club, so that's our main
Well, they're
goal.
right there for you guys.
Yeah.
You're ready. And do you guys have any advice for first years, like regarding clubs or just in general, as experienced second years?
For sure.
Get involved.
Yeah.
Get involved is the main thing.
All the frats, all the study clubs, everything.
Okay, but some actual advice, I would say don't join too many clubs. I think it's great to get involved if you can try get on like an executive committee or something, but really devote yourself to one or two clubs instead of like I did. I joined like 5 different clubs. I went to like a couple meetings for each and then just stopped. So I would say really like go all in on a couple things you like.
So what are the clubs you're doing this year?
Well, I'm still not following my own advice, and so I've joined a couple too many. But for me, I would probably want to get involved in like there's a badminton club or a pickleball club, both racket sports that I think are great. And then I also found a slam poetry club that is like really cheap membership. You can go to just watch or listen, or you can write your own poetry and just get on up there.
Perfect. Well, thanks to everyone. Any last words?
Apart from clubs, there's also intramurals that are good to join.
Nice. Okay.
Have fun in life, yeah.
Have fun in life. Excellent. Okay, thanks guys. Have a good second year. Hi there guys, would you mind saying your name and pronouns for us?
I'm Brandy, she, her. I'm Naira, she, her as well.
Perfect. And can you tell us a little bit about the club and what your guys' roles are with it?
We're the vegans of UBC, and we usually do social events such as potlucks, and we might go out for social dinners as well. And depending on the club's members, we also might do some activism throughout the year.
Nice, cool. Would you like to add anything?
Sometimes we do like screenings of the documentaries, and sometimes we can have speakers. But a large part of why I joined the club last year, and I'm on the exec team this year, was the socializing aspects. I've just met a lot of great people. I joined it when I started my vegan journey, but I also know a lot of people who joined who are vegetarian or neither, and then just want to learn more, want to meet people.
What kind of speakers do you guys bring in?
We've had some vegan activists, like social media activists, that are local to Vancouver come in last year a couple of times.
Cool. Well, thank you guys very much for being in our video. Hi there, would you mind starting with just your name and pronouns and introducing your club?
Sure. My name is Ahmed. I go by him, and this is MSA UBC. We are the Muslim Student Association of UBC. We are the main club on campus for Muslim students. We provide a whole bunch of different services and events. We have educational lectures. We bring in speakers to come to campus, give talks. We have recreational events like soccer, basketball, game nights, paint nights, stuff like that. Social events, for the community to get to know each other. We also have prayer services. We have a prayer room in Westbrook, and we have Friday prayer in Marine Drive. Yeah.
Nice. What other kind of events do you guys do? Like any social events?
Yesterday we had our welcome back barbecue. Today we're here out for Imagine Day. On Thursday we have our first lecture of the year. And then in about 2 weeks we have our welcome back social, which is our biggest event for the start of the year. We bring everybody together. We have like Kahoot, pizza, everything like that. We also do a lot of outreach events. So if anybody has any questions about Islam or Muslims or anything like that, best way to reach out is on our Instagram, MSA UBC.
Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy Imagine Day. Okay, hi there. Would you guys mind just introducing your name, pronouns, and what you're studying?
I'm Kenzie. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm studying anthropology.
My name is Sam. My pronouns are also she, her, and I'm currently in my 3rd year of media studies.
Cool, and tell us about the UBC Cheerleading Club.
So yeah, UBC Cheer, we're in our 30th year of being a program. We are currently the longest running BC collegiate cheerleading program in BC. And this year we're fielding 2 teams. We have our gold team, which is our Premier Co-Ed Level 7 team. And we have our blue team, which is currently expected to be competing in the elite Level 5 division. And basically what we do is we're kind of part of the face of UBC. We really like to show our school spirit at games and at events, such as Imagine Day. And we also have competitions of our own where we do 3-minute routines that involve a cheer and kind of a display of stunts, tumbling, a bunch of different skills, where we compete against other universities and colleges in BC.
Right. Cool. Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, you did a good job. Thank you. This is going to be our 2nd year ever going to collegiate nationals. So it's really fun for us to go and compete against other universities. And it's really interesting because a lot of the student body doesn't realize that we do love coming to games and getting our school spirit going, but we also compete against other teams in our own competitions that not a lot of people know about. So yeah.
And how is the tryout process like? Is it beginner friendly or more advanced?
Yeah, our program is very beginner friendly. A lot of the people on our team come from a variety of sports. We have divers on the team, people from field hockey, we have people martial arts. People come from all walks of life, and our first tryout, which is happening tonight at 7 at Osborne Center, is where we're going to kind of teach the basics of cheerleading. We're going to learn to cheer, we're going to throw some tumbling and get into some beginner stunt groups. And then tomorrow will be our callback tryout, and then our final tryout will be happening on the 4th, and that is where basically the athletes chosen to call back will be presenting all of their skills to our judges, who will then make their decision.
Okay, one more thing about our team is we're almost entirely athlete funded, which means we pay for all of our uniforms, our tryout space, we rent the space that we practice in, so we pay for every time we're practicing, we're paying for it. And we have a lot of emphasis on our fundraising, so we'll have a GoFundMe link and a bunch of fundraising events throughout the season, so keep an eye out for that.
Cool, we'll keep an eye out. Thank you. Hi there. Can you please say your name and pronouns for us?
Hi, my name's Aaron. My pronouns are he, him.
Awesome, and can you just give us a little introduction to the Museum of Anthropology?
Yeah, so the Museum of Anthropology is the best museum, not only in Vancouver, but the world. And I'm saying that as a volunteer, so I'm not getting paid to say that. But the Museum of Anthropology, I'd say it's just, how would I describe the museum in terms of what it's all about? So I'd say that the Museum of Anthropology here in Vancouver houses over 50,000 contemporary and historical works around the world, but my favorite parts of it is definitely the Indigenous collections that we have, and I'm really proud as a volunteer of the work that the museum does in terms of Indigenous collections and really like showing people the breadth of not only Indigenous culture, but the fact that Indigenous communities are not relics of the past, but they really are still here practicing who they are, which I think as a settler in these lands, it's really important to be aware of that. And I think the museum really does a good job in kind of really like showing focus and kind of like spreading, in a way, like spreading that and like shining light in that aspect. I think to me that's the best part about the museum personally. Yeah. But there's a lot of different things. We have again, the collections have works and artifacts and objects and belongings from Asia, Africa. So there's a lot to see at the museum, in my opinion.
Got it. And yes, it does. And what do you do as a volunteer?
Okay, that's a really loaded question, what I do as a volunteer, because I do a lot. And I think part of the reason why is because the museum, to volunteers, they're really supportive and kind of like helping you grow. So I started as a information desk volunteer where I welcomed visitors into the museum and like just told them about like the different exhibits and like how to get around the museum, answer their questions. But through that role, I was able to, in a way, introduce myself to MOA staff themselves, and through that, they kind of got to know me and like my interests and the different things that I wanted to like improve on. So through that, I've been helping out with like marketing, hence why I'm at the MOA booth. But I also do tour guide, so I'm a gallery presenter, and so that's like a pilot program. That's something new, and it's like something really cool that like I didn't think initially as a volunteer I would be interested in doing, but after being there for so long and really getting to connect and really be part of the museum in many different ways, I feel really comfortable in helping out that way. And then the other thing that I'm doing now too is I'm the volunteer recruitment co-chair.
You heard it
so
here.
if you want to volunteer for the Museum of Anthropology, reach out to me. I don't have that power, but
reach out to Erin. Okay, well, thank you so much. That was great.
Thank you.